In the recent Get Up segment, the analysts delve into some speculative and sensational potential trades for the NFL offseason, focusing on how certain moves could shift the dynamics of key teams. From an American football fan's perspective, the ideas presented are both exciting and bold, but also provoke serious debate about feasibility and impact. One of the most headline-grabbing suggestions is the idea of Tyreek Hill being traded to the Baltimore Ravens to give Lamar Jackson the best receiver of his career. From a fan's standpoint, this trade could be game-changing. Tyreek Hill's speed and ability to stretch defenses vertically would complement Jackson's dual-threat capabilities, forcing opposing defenses into difficult decisions. The Ravens, known more for their ground-and-pound style with Jackson and running back committee, would suddenly have a legitimate deep threat who could open up the field in unprecedented ways. This would not only improve their offense but also make them a more complete and balanced team. However, the challenges around salary cap implications and the Dolphins' willingness to part with Hill, especially given the drama between Hill and the team, could make this move far-fetched. Still, the idea of Jackson having a weapon like Hill is tantalizing for Ravens fans who have long wished for an elite receiver. The second major trade proposition, Deebo Samuel to the Kansas City Chiefs, also draws attention. As the analysts point out, the Chiefs have managed to remain dominant despite the departure of Tyreek Hill, but the team has had to mask its offensive deficiencies through the brilliance of Patrick Mahomes. Deebo Samuel, with his ability to gain yards after the catch, YAC, would add a unique dimension to the Chiefs' offense. His physicality and versatility as a receiver and runner would give Mahomes another explosive weapon, which would significantly lessen the reliance on Travis Kelce, especially with uncertainty about Kelce's future health and performance. From a Chiefs fan's perspective, bringing in someone like Samuel would be a masterstroke, allowing the offense to diversify even further. However, considering how the Chiefs have managed their cap space and Samuel's value to the 49ers, this trade might be too costly or complicated to pull off. On the replay and officiating front, the suggestion of improving how roughing the passer penalties are reviewed touches on an ongoing frustration among NFL fans. Many believe that these penalties are too consequential and often game-altering, especially in high-stakes playoff games. Adding a sky judge, as proposed by Bill Barnwell, who could quickly review and correct obvious officiating errors, would improve the accuracy of critical calls without slowing the game down too much. While some fans might resist more replay reviews, the balance between getting calls right and maintaining the game's flow is essential. For American fans who have seen their teams lose games due to questionable penalties, this change could be a welcome development. The show also included a segment on fixing the Dallas Cowboys, which may resonate deeply with the Cowboys' large fan base. The 5-step plan outlined by Barnwell offers a clear path forward: re-signing key players like Micah Parsons, restructuring contracts to free up cap space, and investing in offensive line help and defensive depth. One of the most intriguing suggestions was the idea of bringing in Deebo Samuel to the Cowboys as a complement to CeeDee Lamb. Fans of the Cowboys might agree that their team has lacked physicality and explosive playmaking at the receiver position, something Samuel could immediately address. Furthermore, replenishing the offensive line, especially after the retirement of Zach Martin, would be critical for the Cowboys to regain their edge in the trenches. However, the overarching issue raised is whether the Cowboys' front office has the willingness or aggressiveness to make the necessary moves. Fans of the team have seen Dallas falter in recent off-seasons, failing to land key free agents or make the trades that could push them into true contender status. While Barnwell's plan is solid, the skepticism expressed by other analysts about whether Jerry Jones and company will take such bold steps reflects the frustration felt by many Cowboys fans who have watched the team underperform in the postseason year after year. In summary, this Freaky Friday segment brought up exciting and thought-provoking trade ideas and league changes. From Tyreek Hill to Baltimore and Deebo Samuel to Kansas City, to overhauling officiating and the Cowboys' rebuild, the panel's discussions reflected both the excitement of NFL offseason speculation and the reality of the challenges teams face in executing blockbuster deals. Fans across the country would love to see these moves materialize, but the complexities of cap management, team chemistry, and front office decisions leave plenty of room for skepticism. As the NFL offseason unfolds, These suggestions might remain in the realm of fantasy, but they certainly give fans plenty to think about.